before we go further, I want to remind guys about Patreon project. Jens, stop it, yeah?
And also about thumbs up.
Yeah, guys, please leave thumbs up right now. Right now. Leave the thumbs up, guys. I'm waiting. We're waiting. But yeah, Patreon project. So people ask us about training, about online coaching, about things like that. And it's hard to work with everyone and help everyone. So we created Patreon project. Everyone, you have two options for 2-day workout plan or 3-day workout plan. It's a monthly plan for $15 or $20 on patreon.com/voice of arm wrestling. You subscribe, we send you workout for hook or top roll, your decision. And if you keep subscribing, we send you each month a new plan so you can improve, work, and find a better understanding about arm wrestling training that we do here. Mm-hmm. So check it out. You want to say something about that? Yeah. It helps us and supports us, and let's talk about another segment. Show your best training. Jans is excited for this one. Yeah. So we had a lot of people.
I haven't seen any of those videos. So
I didn't.
Last week was some really good.
So this is a segment called Show Your Best Training. Send us your serious, your fun, your weird, something that you do in arm wrestling, regards to arm wrestling, or something similar to arm wrestling. And this week we had some send in a lot of videos, but I'm gonna just take 4 because we're gonna run out of time. So we need to keep this short. We're gonna keep this, I think, to 4 videos in each episode, and
maybe 5.
We'll see, Jans. Just wait. But yeah.
Anyway, if we will not, we will keep them for our next shows.
Yes. We're gonna use them for next show. So someone who sent us videos and we didn't put them on this week, we're gonna put them on next week. So the first is from our super fan Eric Lorens. So this kind of training. So it's basically static dumbbell holds attached to cable. So here is a little bit more on raise, and there it was a little bit more on supination.
Show one more time.
Let's go one more time. Like this.
It could work, but at the moment here, when you are down, the weight is not so much on dumbbell anymore.
It's pulling you away. It's pulling you away.
It's actually half weight on dumbbell, half weight on a cable. It's maybe even easier to do big weight with dumbbell when it's connected to block. But again, when you go up here,
there's tension. So
it's tension from front. So it's mixed tension from
idea
dumbbell.
Idea is very good. When you go from this angle to this angle, it creates more tension, and we need to have more tension here than usually here. So if you don't go lower than 90 degrees, or basically in straight angle, then it could work.
Yeah. We have tried similar things before. We have done it with rubber. Yeah, we have done biceps training, and the same thing, just adding rubber, or even with dumbbell with one arm it worked, and again it's weight and rubber, so it's more or less similar. It could work.
Idea is very good, and this is something you can add if you don't have rubber and you want to have more tension on top of the movement. So here, if they would stay a little bit higher, here is good in this one.
I'm not sure if I would choose this as a first choice of exercise, but one of main principles of training is variation. It's always good to have some variation, and if you have done in 1 week with bar, other week with dumbbell, and next week with cable, and you want some new thing again, try dumbbell and cable together. Yeah.
So thank you, Eric. This was a good one. We have more from Eric. So here is a little bit of impacts. We have done these a little bit differently.
Looks like my workout in 1997 and 1998. We did actually the same, holding weights, and the other one is hitting. That's great. It's works perfect for arm wrestling. it's
shock
static.
You
static
hit,
with shocks.
Yeah. Arm wrestling, when we're talking about like statics, in arm wrestling we're never just still. You know, we're never holding. It's always coming. You're holding in static position, but it's never. So this is a little bit closer to arm wrestling, because I don't believe like normal static holds are good to go to arm wrestling table. They're good, but we need to have some shock. Some.
No, but it's again, it's variation, and main thing in such a shock or hit training or anything is stay on same angle. If your sparring partner or your is hitting too strong and you are losing your angle, that's too much. That's too much. You have to stay in the same working angle you want to be strong. Other way, that's good.
So we have done this with not just when partner is pushing down, but when you're lifting yourself up.
Both ways. It's both ways. You can someone hits, you can do it yourself. And I believe actually this the way when partner, that's perfect. Even with dumbbell, I have done static holds with dumbbell and
and
same thing.
You don't have it just staying on place. Arm wrestling isn't static.
Be creative.
Yeah, that's a good one too. So another one from Eric. So Estonians are working up. So here is looks like a little bit of pronation together with flexion. Or just flexion.
It's some statical pronation, but it's not giving too much tension on pronation. It's more as a flexion. I have
flexion
tried,
through pronation.
I have tried to do such exercise also with judo belt and also with towel. I haven't find it's working for me.
I don't feel that there's gonna be any tension more from your pronator than the curling part. It
is some tension when your wrist is in extended position. It's good tension here, and it's some good tension here. To get till straight, and then it's gone. Then it's gone. If you get through that parallel, it's gone. For arm wrestling, actually we more need from straight.
Inside, to have tension
to get here. So it's good exercise for overall strengthening and also for a hand. But I haven't find that it helps for me.
If he would, let's say, he took a dumbbell, then put a strap in it and do it on decline bench, then it's like 45-degree angle. Then it would be more tension on top.
To do this on decline bench. Could be better.
Or this this one.
Not on a parallel. Do it on a decline, and it could give some more benefit. Maybe.
It's all about the angles. If you go away from straight wrist and the tension is going away, there's no tension. So Estonians are training hard. Eric, thank you for these videos.
How much weight it was on for this wrist?
Let's look. It looks like 8. It could be 8.
Maybe 16 dumbbell.
I don't think it's
small
16.
Plate or no.
It looks a little bit smaller than. So.
Okay.
Leave a comment how much weight it was.
Sometimes if it's really big weight, who cares about quality or exercise or anything? If you can wrist 50 kilo.
So and last video for today is from Edgars Getmancuks. He's one of our athletes from Latvia, and I'll put the video. You will understand where he comes from, which his background is. But he said this is alternative training for arm wrestling. Let's take the sound off. So I think the grip with this one. Could you do something like this? Looks crazy, you know.
I could do this. So maybe one circle with 60 or 16 or maybe 24 kilos. But
let's look one more time.
How much weight it is?
I think it's 16, or it could be more even. He's European world champion, I think, in kettlebell lifting.
Yeah, it's in Europe they do kettlebell lifting as a sport, and actually there is this like in circus they do this juggling.
Yeah.
It's as a even as a sport. Yeah. And how much it helps for arm wrestling?
Well, you train your grip as something, you train your grip, but again, in arm wrestling, it doesn't matter if you can hold something like this. It matters if you can cup someone, you know, hold your fingers in position. And here the catching part, I think it gives good reaction part to your forearms. So there's some benefits there. And maybe if you combine it with some just normal arm wrestling training, some simple arm wrestling training, you can have some benefits. I usually think when the same way with rock climbers, you know, everyone always says like, oh, he's gonna come from, his like grip is so strong, and they come to the table and here it's strong, but it's nothing here and here. So I think if arm wrestlers tried something like that, they could have more benefit if some other guys try this and go to arm wrestling. Because if your grip, you're still activating your grip in some way. It's still the same pathways.
Yeah, but rock climbers actually have one of strongest hands, and usually they can quite fast adapt to arm wrestling necessity. So it is some correlation between rock climbing and arm wrestling. I don't see so big correlation between, for example, strength in a like powerlifting bar. I have arm wrestled with guys who can do 400 kilo deadlift without straps, parallel grip.
Yeah.
And actually that's incredible. I can't do that. But when I arm wrestle with them, I say, hey, you have weak hand or weak fingers. So
it's to get better at arm wrestling, do the arm wrestling part, you know. The training way can be different in different, you can try different things, but just think about like what works from this position, what makes you strong in this position, not in this or this, because people will try some weird exercise that they think they work, but it's actually, the position is completely different. But for some people who has weak grip, and I think the part where you catch weights, because we do this sometimes with pull-ups or just throw up, and you know, I think it could help. So good video. So this is for this week. Next week we'll have more for this one, and